What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Pops and Wiz SportsCast. We're your hosts. My name is Mr. Whiskers, and to my right is Papa K.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, how did you feel about yesterday's NFL playoff games?
First game, I felt so bad for the 49ers because the guy got hurt on the first series. Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, he's having torn ACL. He's be out 6 months surgery.
ACL? I thought the ACL was in the knee.
They said ACL in the elbow.
Oh, wow.
That's what I heard. So I felt bad for them because that game was over right away.
Yeah.
Once even though it was 7-7, that game was over.
Coming in with a fourth stringer.
And then he gets a concussion.
He gets a concussion. They were literally limited to 15 plays or so.
If you notice, Purdy came back. They ran the ball every time. He couldn't throw.
Yeah, they literally had no passing game.
None.
We got Passion in the chat. What's happening, Passion? He says Eagles took the gold.
Eagles, no, they beat the crap out of him.
They beat him.
I'd pick the Eagles, but boy, that second game, I don't want to get into it too strong, but the officiating, horrible in the third and fourth quarter.
Awesome.
First half, I'll give them credit. They made
Yeah.
they called the holding. What happened in the second half? They forgot to call holding? You just showed me a video.
So yeah, there were so many things that happened. Now we will discuss the 49ers and the Eagles. We will get into that some more. But I think the main story here right now is Pops is bringing up the officiating in the Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs game. I'd say in the first half, everything looked nice, right? It was good. It was such a great game to watch, too.
Yeah.
You know, when we sat down, it was a game I was looking forward to, especially after watching, the 49ers and the Eagles game. After watching that game, I was like, oh, man, I'm really excited for this Bengals-Chiefs game. I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a battle. And I was super excited for it. And again, shown in the first half of the game. They're going back and forth. Yeah. You know, you could see both defenses looking on point. Both offenses, just getting...
Notice how Cincinnati patient, though?
Yeah.
Right? In the beginning, it looked like all KC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at my friend when we watched a game with Oopsie, and I said, watch. This team is patient. They're going to figure it out sooner or later. And, man,
you saw it coming into the second quarter. The first quarter, the Bengals looked a little flat.
Did nothing.
Offensively.
Yeah.
The defense definitely kept them in the game there. Going into the second quarter, you could see like you just said, Pops, the Bengals are starting, to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Patience is a great word for that. And the starting to contain Mahomes. Now, Mahomes, again, he had the right ankle, the high ankle sprain.
Yeah. And
you could tell in the beginning there were moments you could see that he wasn't as mobile as Mahomes normally is.
Was it Tony Romo? Whoever it was, Tony Romo, yeah. He kept saying, he goes, he's limping.
He's limping. There was a couple of plays where you could see where he had to throw off that back foot.
You saw the replays that showed his leg all the time on the replays when he was throwing. You could say it wasn't as smooth as it, but still.
No, he wasn't. You could tell. It was in his head.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely careful on his feet on how he delivered the ball.
Yeah.
But so after the first half of the game, right, we go into the second half, and third quarter, that's when you start noticing things are starting to change a bit. The refs weren't as bad in the third quarter as the fourth quarter. But some things that I feel were way out of line. Like, I know, okay, one thing I want to bring up first, and this isn't going into what was way out of line, but it is something that has been talked about a lot. And as I've watched the replay over and over and over again, I know I had lost my cool yesterday about it.
Mm-hmm.
When I was watching the game, and Jay Swift and I, we had talked so much about this, and it was that 3rd and 9 in the fourth quarter. Chiefs have the ball. This is what I found to be interesting. Now that I'm thinking about it even more, so they stopped. They sacked Mahomes.
Well, whatever. It was. They didn't make the play, and then they said it was the play was dead. Right? Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's right. I think it's all in the same thing here, right? Wasn't that part where he threw the ball?
Yeah.
He was going down.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I'm back on track. I'm getting two plays confused with each other. All right. He goes back. He throws the ball, I think, to the tight end, if I remember correctly. It was right down the middle. They're 4th and 4. Ref comes in, resets, and it was all about resetting
Took forever.
the clock. Now, this is what I found interesting, though, is when you look at the replays, a lot of people were like, oh, they're just giving him another chance. They're giving Mahomes another chance. When you look at the replay, you can see the ref running he's running towards it. Nobody could hear the whistle.
Yeah.
The crowd noise was so loud, nobody could hear the whistle. And basically, where they were going with that was that the incomplete pass in football, when the quarterback throws an incomplete pass, what is supposed to happen, Pops, to the clock?
Stops.
It's supposed to stop. The clock kept going. So this is what I find interesting. You can't really blame the ref on that.
Blame the clock management. What are you doing?
That's what I'm talking about.
What are you doing? You're running the clock.
What's going on here? This is, if not, the most important game
Yeah, you're going to Super
leading
Bowl.
into the Super Bowl to decide the two teams that are going to go into the Super Bowl, and the guy managing the clock or the woman managing the clock, whoever is managing the clock,
Doesn't know what he's doing.
completely drops the ball.
The guy on the radio, as I was coming here, said the third quarter was a disgrace. He said it felt like it went on forever, and you know what he said? He said it looked like nobody knew what the hell they were doing.
No.
Whether it was the officiating, the clock, nobody knew what they were doing.
That same play right there, they go back to do it again.
Yeah.
They didn't get it.
No, they didn't. But but you saw the
So-
Cincinnati Bengal coach. He went nuts.
I know.
On the sideline.
It does. I know a lot of people will say, "Hey, it does." Why is it such a big deal? Why is it such a big deal when the Chiefs didn't do anything with that drive, anyways?
No.
Wiz, what are you talking about? Exactly.
Yeah. What if they made the first down and the play was good?
Yeah.
And it wasn't 4th and 4, it was 1st and 10. Would they have shut it down again?
And said we have to replay
Yeah.
3rd down.
Who knows? That would have really made things, crazy.
I mean, it's already out of control. It's already crazy. I mean, these are supposed to be the best. This is supposed to be the best officiating crew. This is supposed to be the best people that you have, managing the clocks.
Yeah.
Shit like that. And for them to mess up that badly, this is why it's a big deal. Because of what I just said. The fact that there is a level of incompetence and that nobody takes responsibility for this.
You know what I don't like about the refereeing in these big games? It's not the whole crew. These guys never work together.
Mm-hmm.
They pick the best ref, they pick the best line judge, back judge, you name it. That's not their crew.
Well, that's, again, with the officiating. I'm going after the person on the clock there.
Oh, yeah.
This is you have one job.
Yeah. To stop, manage the clock.
Manage the clock.
How many times yesterday did the guy referee have to say, change the clock to...
I know at least twice. At least twice
I
it
think it
happened.
happened more than that.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Now, that's what's funny to me is you're sitting there, and yeah, you got what you said about the officiating crew, correct?
Yeah.
These things change. Like, it's different in a regular season game. But when it comes to the game leading to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
one of the highest rating things on TV that is going to be watched 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks from yesterday, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the highest watched games.
Oh, yeah.
Always is.
Super
Always
Bowl,
is.
like they said, is bigger than Christmas now.
Yeah. And what makes it bigger? What teams are we going to see in the in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, well.
Go figure. We have the Kansas City Chiefs now, and we have the
Eagles.
the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, it's interesting the fact that Travis Kelce, the tight end on the Kansas City Chiefs, right, is now going to get to face his brother,
First time ever.
first time ever, on the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a Kelce on the Eagles. For those that not following the Eagles very much, for
I didn't
those
know
of you
that either
don't
till
pay
yesterday.
attention to the Eagles. Yeah, so you got brothers going head to head.
Yeah.
Right? You have Andy Reid, the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, is now facing the former team that he coached for.
14 years.
For 14 years. I didn't know it was that long. With the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
So now he gets to face the team that, got rid of him.
That he never won with, by the way.
Yeah.
He won, but he never won the big one.
And this is the big question, everybody. Big conspiracy, big thoughts here. I was telling you, I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet lately where, and I asked you, you came over Sunday for the first game.
Yeah.
And before the game had even really got into it, the 49ers and Eagles, I was like, Pops, what are your thoughts on these games being scripted? Because when you look at it right now,
Scripted sounds like fixed.
that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going.
They can fix anything, in my opinion. I'm not saying that these games are fixed, but boy, yesterday's game makes you want to scratch your head.
It does make you scratch your head.
Let's call the plays. Intentional grounding against Cincinnati, right? Down the middle, right?
Yep.
Holmes did the same thing. No intentional grounding.
When we look at the play in the fourth quarter, when Burrow was close to the end zone, he throws that pass,
Gets rocked.
gets blasted. And this is well after the pass was thrown.
Yeah,
And
and
he's
nothing.
flying backwards. You can see his head bounce off the
Where's
turf.
the protection of the quarterback there?
And the ref is right there, right?
Yeah.
You-
And he's
you
looking at
watched
him.
it.
He's like this. Hey! Like this. Looking at the ref.
Yeah. No roughing
no
the
call.
passer there.
The minute they hit Mahomes, roughing the passer. I know Kansas City fans, if they were on, listen, they're probably going to think we're prejudiced against Kansas City. I'm not.
It's not.
I'm not.
Again,
I couldn't care less who won the game.
And I want to state this, and I want this to be as clear as it can possibly be. We are not favoring either team. As most of you guys know, we're Giants fans.
Yeah.
Could care less who wins that game.
I'm one of the biggest Eagles haters of all time.
Yeah.
I hate to say the word hate. I don't use that word anymore. When I was younger, yes. But,
The thing is, what we're going after right now is how this game was officiated at the end.
and nothing was said.
We got Passion saying, when the last time Philly made it there?
17, they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 2017.
Beat Tampa, beat New England.
Nick Foles was the quarterback.
Yeah, he was a substitute.
He was
because
a backup, too,
Carson Wentz
Passion.
was hurt.
Yeah,
In
Carson
week 12.
Wentz was the quarterback at the time.
Yeah,
He got hurt.
Yeah, in game 12, week 12.
Late in the season. That's right. I forgot
and
how
Knowles
late in the
comes in,
season it was.
And he becomes like the MVP pretty much.
Yeah, we got Thunder in the chat saying, "Oh, how's it going?" It's going wild right now, Thunder. We're talking about yesterday's games. Can't believe some of the shit we've seen. Of course, the unfortunate events with the 49ers.
That made that game really suck, in my opinion, because it gave 49ers no chance. There's 4 quarterbacks hurt. The guy comes in the third quarter and he can't throw the ball from here to the wall because he's, as they said today, going ACL surgery 6 months for recuperation. He won't be ready till September, if he's a starter then.
Yeah.
Because who knows what 49ers are going to do. They're probably going to get rid of Garoppolo. The first guy that got hurt was the guy that drafted, Trey Lance. He got hurt in week 2. That's why I give 49ers credit. They won 13 games.
I know.
With 4 different quarterbacks.
You can see they definitely, if Purdy doesn't get hurt yesterday, I think we're looking at a much closer score.
Well, I would think so. Because once he got hurt, he couldn't throw the ball.
Thunder coming in saying, I watched them both. Crazy calls in the second one. Yeah, and that's one of the things we're getting into,
about,
Thunder, is I can't
Terrible
believe,
calls.
Oh, God.
Terrible. Now, the last call that gave Kansas City the win, we discussed it, the guy couldn't stop himself. They're going to call that every time.
Again, though, this is where we just talked about. Burrow getting blasted in the end zone.
Yeah.
And nobody says anything. There's a ref right there.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, but then when we hit Mahomes, whoa.
Can't
do that.
I got to say, though.
Look. Sorry.
The guy couldn't stop himself. I understand.
He couldn't stop it. He's talking about a 250-pound guy.
But he didn't have to push him. Once he was out of bounds, they're going to call that 100%.
I know, but the same thing happened to Burrow.
Out of bounds? No.
No, he wasn't
On
out
the
of bounds.
field.
I was
Yeah,
on the field,
I know.
but it was
Yeah, yeah.
well after the ball was thrown.
Oh, no, I saw
He
it.
gets shoved. You know, this is why I think it's such bullshit when we talk about, oh, we got to protect the quarterbacks. Yeah, only in certain moments, right? Only certain quarterbacks.
Certain plays.
Certain plays.
Even Tony Romo was talking to the referee, who's the guy, in the booth, former referee. He disagreed with some of the calls on the playing field.
It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, you're watching it, and it's happening. And it's right there.
The guy
in front
goes
of you.
like this, right? The defender, right? Grabs him like for 2 seconds. Oh, interference. Holding.
Like, there were certain things that we've seen, like, and I've seen the complaints on the internet lately about certain calls. And when you look back at it, when I look back at it, I was like, okay, you know what? That one was a legit call. But there were so many calls against the Bengals. I can't believe it. Again, the late hit on Burrow, nothing. Mahomes he throws the ball into the dirt. Intentional grounding, like you said, Pops, right? Burrow does it.
Lost
Called
it down.
immediately.
Yeah, he threw the same play almost, right down the
It was
middle.
almost the exact
He's in the
same
pocket.
play.
I'm gonna say it. I don't care what anybody thinks. Who I was listening right now, they literally handed that game to KC.
They
There
said,
you go.
"Here you go."
We want to see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid in the Super Bowl because the ratings would be phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Maybe with Cincinnati, not as great. Last year's Super Bowl was not great between the Rams and Cincinnati.
And that's the thing.
You know what's the greatest rating game ever? You know, right?
2007.
Thank you.
We got Passion saying, wow, 2017 is when I moved to PA. That's wild. Yeah, that was the last time, bro.
That was the biggest upset because a guy that didn't play all year comes in and beats the Patriots and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
41-33 was the final score in that game.
It's insane. We got Thunder saying it looks real bad for them when the ref in the booth says that they made a terrible call.
I just said that.
Yeah, especially if they have a bunch in one game. Especially all in the fourth quarter. The game is 20-20, right, Thunder? Right, it's 20-20 here. It was such a great played game, and then you look at the end and you're like, what the are we doing here?
You know what the announcers on the radio and television were saying today? Well, Burrow had his chances when it was 20-20. He couldn't get them, to a field goal or something like that. I said, hey, he started off on a 6-yard line. You got to be careful, no?
Yeah.
One mistake.
But they were getting first downs and stuff.
Yeah, but there was 8
All
minutes
the
left in the game
penalties.
at that time.
All the shit that was getting called against the Bengals in the fourth quarter. It just got to be insane. And all the things that were missed by the refs, somehow missed. Great, right? The best from all over the place when it comes to officiating.
Yeah,
And
I just agree.
the last play of the game. I want to get into this too. The last play of the game. We have Patrick Mahomes, right? Bad ankle. But and the announcers all day yesterday praising him for the courage to come out there and do his thing. Now, granted, he looked good.
Yeah.
He looked good for somebody with a high
He
ankle.
was hurting.
And you could
I'll give
tell,
him credit.
he
was
really,
a warrior there.
Yeah, he put it together. But then to hear the announcers, like, how bad it was with the announcing is when he threw the fumble. I don't know if you caught this. Chris Collinsworth was like, "Oh, what a spectacular play by Mahomes." He fumbled the ball,
And it was a fumble.
and it was recovered
Yeah.
by the Bengals. Were you being sarcastic?
Wasn't Chris Collinsworth, by the way.
No, it wasn't. Okay, I apologize,
No,
Chris
no,
Collinsworth.
He's NBC. This
But-
was Nance and Romo.
But that play, he it's like the ball had like freaking lubricant on it, and it just like flew out of his hands.
Don't forget, temperature was 5 degrees.
I know, but then to hear the announcer go, "Well, wow, what a spectacular play by Mahomes." Can you kiss his ass anymore?
No, they're gonna, You know who's really, I would love to have heard him this morning? Boomer, who's a Cincinnati Bengal.
Mm-hmm.
And he said the Bengals will win by, I don't know, 6 points or 4 points. And by rights. If that call doesn't happen where the guy pushes him, there's no field goal attempt.
It's a 60-yard attempt at that
60
point.
yardage, yeah. And in that weather, I don't think they would have tried it.
No, I think the game would have went into overtime.
Because if he misses, they're on their own, close to midfield.
so many things about
That would have been a punt.
last night's game.
And that would have been an overtime game, which I thought it was going to be. When that guy pushed him, though, 58, by the way, he was hysterical crying.
I know, because he felt that he cost him the game.
He did.
But here's the thing. Like, this is, again, that last play leading up to that penalty. Let's go back. Let's rewind. And let's look at the trenches here. 2, not 1. Not 1, chat. Not 1. 2 holding calls.
Never called.
Should have been called on the Chiefs.
Never called.
They gave Mahomes all that time to scramble on a bad leg.
You showed me the replay today on your
I
phone.
just showed it to you.
Ridiculous. You know, I think they even mentioned that. You know, where's the holding? We can call holding on every
so
play, right?
obvious. It's not like it was like a little like, oops.
Yeah. And by the way, the referee's
shifting
right there.
The Bengals
Yeah, the official, the guy.
defensive tackle.
Yeah, the regular, the head honcho official is right there behind the center, and he doesn't call it.
Doesn't say nothing.
No.
No, they let Mahomes run.
Yeah.
And then of course the out of
That
bounds.
was a bad thing about Cincinnati, though. They let him run on that last play, where he's, he gets the first down out of bounds and gets 15 more. That was, they couldn't contain him. Here's the guy they should have, been watching the whole game, knowing that his leg was bad.
So hold on, we got Thunder over here saying that call when they blew the play dead apparently was stupid. KC already had their punting unit out on the field. How does it take the officials that long to say that they blew the call dead?
We said the same thing. That took almost 5 minutes, and no announcers knew what the hell was going on.
Nobody.
The Bengals coach
Nor was anything explained
was
until
probably
much
drinking a
later
lot
on.
of booze last night after that horrible game and officiating. It was like he's screaming at the side judge.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
But no, and Thunder is 100% right here, because even though we see in one of the videos, the ref is clearly running up, and nobody can hear the whistle being blown.
Yeah.
But, like, again, Thunder makes a great point. They
Why
had
it take
the
so long?
punting unit out on the field.
That again, the guy said today, nobody knew what the hell was going on. Nobody.
Like, what were we doing here? You know what it was, guys? The refs were talking to each other, chat, and they were like, wait, how much is on this game? Hold on,
We don't want to go there.
Can we get, huh?
I don't know. I've said that for years.
Dude,
ago.
it was like the Three Stooges were fucking officiating this game.
No, there was no communication there. It took like 5 to 7 minutes to discuss that play that was supposedly blown dead, but actually was played.
This is what is crazy to me, though. Why does it take 5 minutes when the answer was, the clock kept running after the incomplete pass?
That's my
Hold on,
point
Pops.
too. Yeah.
You must have scratched yourself.
Right. Bleeding?
Yeah. Okay, it's worse now. Here, go. Just go into the restroom real quick. Pop's got a little nick right there. Did you just walk into? Sorry. All right, Thunder's saying, I understand that they blew it dead. That makes sense. But it takes 10 to 15 seconds to announce that play is dead. Without a doubt, Thunder. Like, it doesn't take 5 minutes to go over this. All you got to do, get on it. Hey, he threw the ball, incomplete pass, the clock kept running. You don't allow the punting unit to come on the field. Thunder's making another great point, though. It doesn't take 5 minutes. It takes 15 seconds.
It was ridiculous.
It was
They had no, like the announcers said,
embarrassing to watch.
they had
this
no
unfold.
idea what the hell they were doing in this game, especially when it came to the crucial points in the second half. First half, I give them credit. They called a good game.
It was good. It was good.
Even there was one play where Mahomes threw the ball, but his knee was down. And
Yeah,
they called
they
it
right.
and they said it was down.
And they didn't take a challenge. Excuse me. They
They
didn't
didn't-
take a challenge
No,
away
they didn't have to.
from the Bengals.
No.
You're good.
No.
You're good now. Just leave that there, though, just in case.
Yeah. So, I give them credit there. But the second half, it's like somebody talked in their ear and says, hey, this game's too close.
Yeah.
We want Mr. Mahomes in the Super Bowl, not Joe Burrow. That's just my opinion, but that's what I believe.
No, I'm right there with you, Pops. I mean, we have moments, I feel like there's a lot of times we disagree, and then there are certain occasions we do agree. I'm 100% with you on this one.
You remember last year, and by the way, they beat Kansas City 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
So they figured this game is 2020. Here we go again. Is it going to
They-
be overtime?
They didn't want to see Cincy.
No.
Back in the
Once they made that call when they got pushed 58, pushed the Mahomes out of bounds. I knew Harrison Buckner was going to make the field goal because it was 45 yards. If that didn't happen, but
It's coming back.
if that didn't happen, I don't even know if they would have attempted a 60-yard field goal.
Yeah.
In that weather,
No, they definitely would have punted the
I
ball.
think they would have punted and it would have been overtime.
And it would have been an overtime game.
only-
I thought it was going to be. I was like, we're going to get free football, everybody.
It was 8 seconds left in the game. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we got Passion saying, "Love the Turtles shirt." Well, thank you very much, Passion. We get the, you get the, and I think it even has the year that the Turtles came out.
1947? No.
No, 1984.
What kidding?
We got Thunder saying, that brings the real question: do the refs announce a dead play if KC gets a first down, or do they go on with the game?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that's what you said
I
earlier.
said the same thing. What if they would have made the first down? Would they have called it a dead play? Would they have to make them go over? That means Andy Reid would have went nuts. If they would have got that 3rd and 9.
Without a doubt.
Now, mind you, it didn't matter because they didn't make it anyway. On the extra
It didn't,
play.
but now you got to think about what this does mentally to a team.
Well,
When you see, it's like that snowball effect, that snowball rolling down the hill,
Yeah.
and it just turns into an avalanche.
Yeah, well, since he's walking off the field,
You have
you said
you
Kansas
had a
City's
team.
punting already, right?
Yeah.
Ready, got the punting crew on.
This is how it changes the game. Tell me if you agree with me, chat. Pops, tell me if you agree with me. This is how it changes the game. Again, it took 5 minutes for them to figure that out. Now, you got to think about what 5 minutes does to a defense that is so amped up that they got the sack, or that they stopped the play.
Now they're going to come back.
Now they got to come back because everything they did was for nothing.
Yeah.
And they came back and they did it, and yeah, they did it again. But the fact of the matter is it does, whether they admit it or not, it does mess with your head a little bit. It does mess with your head a little bit.
That whole game up, the
They
officials,
yeah.
the whole second half, they were horrible in my opinion.
This is when you know, right? This is when you know that it's that bad because, yeah, okay, Bengals fans obviously have a right to be pissed right
my
now.
God.
Kansas City fans, oh no, it was a fair game and we won fair and square. Yeah. When you have the rest of the fan base of the NFL talking about, like you and I, we're Giants fans. Swift, a Bears fan,
I'm neutral.
and also a Giants fan.
Yeah, I didn't care who won.
But the fact that everyone is this passionate about it.
Yeah.
It's not like we had money on the Bengals going to the Super Bowl.
No. Like I said, I couldn't care less who won the game. All I wanted to see was fair game. And that didn't happen. In my opinion, that did not happen. I think the Bengals got really screwed.
Let's see, we got Grim in the chat saying, "Yo, what's happening, Grim? How you doing, bro? How you been?" Thunder coming in saying it comes down to a mental battle. Yeah. You're in the fourth quarter. Both teams, you can tell. They got those second wins, right?
Yeah.
But you know that they're tired in the fourth quarter.
Of course.
And
adrenaline is keeping them going.
Yes, and to stop that 3rd and 9 to make it a 4th and 4, possibility of getting decent field position. Especially Burrow looked good yesterday.
Yeah.
He had some plays where he was throwing a ball, and I was just my jaw almost fell off my face.
Don't forget, a lot of guys got hurt. Boyd, the tight end, who was really instrumental with a couple of touchdowns, one anyway, and then he got hurt. So he had to rely on the other guy. Hurst, I think his name was.
Yeah, but he had a couple great passes to Boyd.
And by the way, the receiver who they double covered most of the game, what's his name? Oh God, I can't think of his name right now.
Wait, on Cincinnati Bengals?
Yeah.
The wide receiver?
Yeah.
Well, you had Boyd, and then you had shit.
Anyway, he made a great double covered, and he made a great catch.
Oh, there was
on the 10-yard line.
Some spectacular catches yesterday.
Yeah.
Again, Burrow looked on the money.
Yeah. And like I said,
excuse me.
The temperature was 15 degrees, but they said it felt like 5. And the wind was like 15 miles an hour. They said the ball was like a rock. That's why I said that guy would have never attempted that field goal from 60 yards or 62, whatever it would have been at the end of the game with 8 seconds. I think they would have just took a knee.
Chase. Thunder saying Chase.
Yes,
Thank
very
you,
good.
Thunder. I had it on the tip of my
They had him
tongue,
double
and I was
covered the
just
whole
like,
damn game.
the emotions in me right now are
But
very,
he
very...
did have a big play.
Yes.
With double coverage and down the field, and he wanted him catching the ball. I think it was like on the 10-yard line. But, wow. But, in defense of Kansas City, Burrows threw 2 interceptions.
2 interceptions, okay.
The last one was BS, and I even said to Oopsie, I said, it was 3rd down and like 14, and he threw the ball deep, and the guy tipped it, and the Kansas City guy got it on the 10-yard line. It was like a punt.
Basically.
Same thing, so.
You know...
Am I still bleeding?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here? You're not supposed to bleed from your side of your head that much, right? It was a little zit.
I know.
Boom!
Yeah, it was bad, and it brings concern. Is what is the Super Bowl going to look like?
I hope these guys are not officiating the Super Bowl.
I pray.
If the NFL saw anything yesterday with the complaints, they're not going to put these guys in.
Dude, all Roger Goodell has to do is go on the internet, go on TikTok, anything.
I'm sure he's heard enough already.
And just see the level of holy shit about what went down last night.
Yeah.
Again, it wasn't even our teams, and Swift and I discussed it with quite a bit of emotion. And
you know the announcers, they sugarcoat everything.
But we discussed it for like another hour after the game.
But how come nobody's discussing what we're discussing tonight?
They can't.
Yeah, but it's nonsense.
They can't.
They should be able to.
Sponsors involved. See, that's the beauty of doing what we're doing right now on Twitch.
Yeah. We
can say what we want. You know?
We
are fans as well, doing a show.
Why can you say anything against or for, but you can't touch the officials? Come on.
I've been saying that forever.
Come on. These guys should have been investigated, in my opinion.
I have a proposal, everybody. Thunder coming and saying, Pops has had too much beer. Tell him to take it easy.
No, I already had 3.
He's only on his 3rd one.
No. I hate to see games that are officiated where officials decide the game. I'm sorry. Let the players decide the game, not the officials.
Okay, Thunder making a really good point here too,
yeah.
And we'll switch over to this for a second. Well, in a second, he says the rest of the Eagles 49ers game seemed pretty decent.
Yeah, but that game was a blowout.
The game, there was nothing to ref there though.
Nothing.
At the same time, you're right, Thunder. But at the same time, everybody knew what the 49ers were going to do. Purdy going down.
That was it. Game over. Now
you have literally McCaffrey was the life of that team right there.
He's the only guy that scored.
He's the only guy that scored. He was the only one that was, really getting big advances.
And by the way, your quarterback couldn't throw the ball.
No, he even said it on the sidelines. I can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
What does that do? That limits you to 15 plays.
He would have never gotten the game if Josh Johnson didn't get a concussion.
I could have played defensive coordinator for the Eagles at that point, and they would have still won.
They knew that the 49ers were going to run the ball. You're down by what? At that time, 17 points? Game's over.
Whew.
Game's over. There's no way.
No, it was, yeah. It was what? It was 21-7
Mm-hmm.
at one point, and yeah. I mean, the Eagles, this is what really disappointed me about this game. Was, correct me if I'm wrong, everybody, 49ers had the number 1 defense in the NFL. The Eagles had the number 2.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this game thinking, like, this is going to be... I took the under.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, I did.
It was under.
Wasn't. So did I get a win?
No, you took the over.
I took the over.
Yeah. I took the under.
Oh, I must have been drinking too much that night.
Yeah, it was...
Why the hell would I take the over?
It was 45.5. And the second game was 47.5.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Got Glove in the chat. What's happening, Glove? How you doing, bro? Got Thunder in here saying that wasn't much, but they had fumbles situation, and they took like 30 to 60 seconds and got the call right, which what it comes down to. All right. Let me catch up with chat here real quick. Blue Monkey in the chat saying, "Hey guys, Glad to hear you two are sounding better. You know, I'm not a big on conspiracies, but what Pop says about the ratings may have some merit. NFL Commission has been trying to bring back some of our major losses financially for the past 7 years. How you two doing? We're doing great.
Yeah,
we're living right now about last night's game.
I've been saying this, Blue Monkey, for years. They want to see the big guys or whatever team in the big games.
Oh, come on. Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
This is it's beautiful.
Let me give you an example. 2007, the Giants beat Brett Favre, right? In week 3, game 3, in that cold, frozen bowl.
Yeah, the frozen bowl.
They didn't want to see Giants in there.
No,
they wanted to see the Packers. Brett Favre. He was the stud at that time.
Yeah, they probably figured, oh yeah, the Packers. We get the Packers in there, right, to face the Patriots,
undefeated.
And this will be a great.
And the Giants had just got blown out by the Patriots in game 16. But as I told you earlier, that was the highest rating Super Bowl of all time.
Yeah, we got Oopsie in the chat. With a tier 1 sub, 10-month streak going on. Oopsie saying, yo, what's happening, Oopsie? Thank you so much for the tier 1, the 10 months in a row. Oh, yo!
Lunatic.
Don't look at me like that.
Lunatic.
And 25 months in total of subscribing. Thank you so much.
You know what's sad about this whole
appreciate
show
that.
right now? I thought we'd be talking more about the 49ers-Eagles game than about the Cincinnati KC game. But, because
it's what
of the
takes
injuries
precedence
right away.
now.
The injuries right away to their quarterback. Remember what I said? Jalen Hurts is going to beat Purdy. I didn't give a damn if Purdy was in the game the whole game.
Honestly, though, I think there would have been a huge difference there. Because here's the thing. When you limit a team to, and they even said it, we were limited to, 15 plays.
Yeah, but how do you let a top-notch defense, like the 49ers, right? One of the best, 4 rushing touchdowns. 4. Come on.
I mean, you make a very solid point.
Jalen Hurts only threw for 120 yards.
Thunder saying Kelsey versus Kelsey. That's another thing, too.
Yeah.
You got Jalen Hurts going against Mahomes. You got Kelsey against Kelsey. You got Andy Reid going against his former team with the Eagles. Yeah. I mean, if this isn't a script, then
Does anybody know what the
It's fucking mind-blowing that this is how it's going.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think the opening line is? Who's favored? There's a line out already, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
It'll change. That's why we're not doing the board.
There's a reason why we're not doing Pop's Super Bowl picks tonight.
Next show.
Because we want to get, whenever we do the show next week, we want it to be as close to the Super Bowl, so this way the over-unders, the spreads, and everything else we add are as accurate as they can be. Because once we put it on the board, guys, you know it's locked in.
Yeah, no, it's too early. We got 2 weeks, so we'll do that whenever. Next Monday,
week.
next Tuesday, whenever.
I think next week I'm off on a Wednesday.
Good, so next Wednesday. That's even better.
I know, yeah. I think the closer that we can get it to the weekend,
I'll give you my...
better off we are.
And I haven't looked or heard anything. I'll say Kansas City 1.5 right now.
I'm gonna say 2.5.
2.5.
No, I'm gonna say 3.
No, they're gonna mess with you with the hook. I guarantee there'll be a half. Season.
All right, then I'm either gonna go 2.5 or 3. I'm still staying with the 3.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, look
at
again,
look at yesterday's game, right? The spread was 1, then it went to 2.5, then it went back to 1. Kansas City wins by 3.
Which one is it gonna be?
Go figure.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, Vegas got this figured
Vegas is calling the refs. The refs are calling Vegas. I don't know how. That's why it took 5 minutes on that stupid ass play yesterday.
Yeah.
And they couldn't figure it out because the refs were on the phone with Vegas. Vegas on the phone with the refs
that isn't true.
I know. I'm having fun with this right now
I know.
because it's so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
Sorry for cursing, but at the same time, I couldn't contain it.
It's one of the few games that I've seen where I think they just wanted to hand the game to the Kansas City Chiefs. My opinion. Kansas City Chiefs are going to look at me and say, you're out of your mind.
Dude, they're going to act, I wouldn't be surprised. You ready for this? They're going to give the Chiefs, who is considered the home team.
There is
It's
no
neutral
home
ground.
team.
It's
Yes,
neutral
Arizona,
ground, right? Exactly.
Arizona. Glendale,
So watch,
Arizona.
they're going to give the Chiefs. Eagles are going to be favored.
No,
No, watch. Mark my words right now.
I don't-
Eagles are going to be favored.
I don't think so.
Eagles are going to be favored.
Depending
by,
on Mahomes' health. He's got 2 weeks to rest now.
Yeah,
So-
like that really. I'm telling you. After yesterday's game,
No,
and
no.
you know, I'm telling you, watch.
I might be wrong.
Watch it.
I'll say Mahomes is going to be favored just because he's Patrick Mahomes.
Oopsie's saying that game was poorly called. Well,
Yeah, you watched it with me.
Oopsie, I will say this. The fact that the way you said that was, it was very, very nice. Very
That's
nice
polite.
to say.
You could have said.
You're
You
very
could have
polite
been
because
really,
that game was so shitty
Yeah.
with the call, with the officiating. Like, I can't even fucking think straight anymore.
And Oopsie will tell you when I was. That's all I kept saying when we were watching the game. I said they're giving this game to the Chiefs before the game was started the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I said they're giving, and then the calls got even worse.
Because they were probably sitting there looking at each other going, damn, it's still 20-20. I thought this was going to be so different.
Yeah.
Can we do something about this? And then they went, wait, where are the officials? We can do everything about this.
Mm-hmm.
Start calling some weird shit. His shoelaces are untied. Personal foul. Tie your shoes, mother. I gotta bring it down a notch. I'm getting a little too. I'm getting a little too up here. I gotta bring it down a little bit. I'm
My
up
only
here.
disappointment,
Gotta
like
get back
you
down
said,
here.
they can't say nothing. That should have been the biggest topic today.
Here's my proposal.
Not kiss their ass for winning.
Here's my proposal, everybody. You know how we talked about, and I have said this on this show so many times, Boss.
Yeah.
And I know you said it'll never happen. It'll never happen. It'll never happen.
Right.
Okay, doesn't have to happen in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, the refs should be interviewed as well.
Never happened.
I know it'll never happen, but do you think that would be fair?
I've been saying that for 40 years.
I know, but I think that would be
Never
like if anything should happen, it should
Because
be that.
that would accuse the NFL of having to fix games.
Scripted.
Fix games. And they'll never allow that.
Yeah.
Ever.
As Roger Goodell sits there in his billion-dollar computer chair going,
And the sad part about it is, like I said,
you'll never know. Me and Vince
We're-
McMahon talk all the time. I ask him advice.
we're the ones that can say it because we're not going to be, fired or something. But
Can you
play-by-play
imagine
guys,
if we got fired from our own show?
no. Play-by-play guys, radio announcers, sportscasters. I watch Michael Kay, I watch Carton, you name it. They can't say nothing.
No. Their hands are tied.
Which is ridiculous.
Ours are not.
You can
I got
say-
no strings
You
to
can
hold
say
me
anything
down.
about the game, how bad the players were, how bad the coaching was, the clock manager, but you can't criticize the referee. Come on,
No.
give me a break.
It's ridiculous.
No,
It's ridiculous. Let's see.
these guys got the game in their hands.
passion going, like wrestling. Yeah, like wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that passion. You and I are on the same page there. That's what I was saying. Roger Goodell, Vince McMahon, they're on the phone with each other. Roger's going, Vince, I really need some big ratings for the Super Bowl. What do you think I should do?
He's
He feels
still
like-
alive.
Oh, yeah.
Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Vince is sitting there going, well, you got to let Stone Cold play in the Super Bowl. And they're like, I can't do that. He's not a football player. What about The Undertaker? No. I need actual football. I need actual football things to happen, Vince. And Vince is like, all right, just screw the Bengals out of it. You're a genius.
I'm so pissed off. I don't like the Eagles. I hope they win because of this.
I know. That's such a hard thing to say.
I know,
as a
because I
Giants
can't
fan.
stand the
Like,
Eagles.
I almost threw up right now.
No.
I almost
But I'm
just threw
so
up.
disappointed in the officiating that got KC into the Super Bowl. I hope the Eagles kick the shit out of them. And
I mean,
Jalen Hurts.
I'm kind of there with you a little bit. I
Jalen
can't
Hurts,
say
when-
the actual
when-
words.
when- yeah,
when
when-
I try to say, I hope that the Eagles.
Yeah.
I can't finish. I can't
know,
finish the
because
sentence.
they're in the same division with us. But I'm sorry. What I saw yesterday.
It makes my
you
eye
know me.
twitch.
I'm a big Patrick Mahomes fan. Every year, right? I say he's the guy.
I know.
He's the guy. But when I saw yesterday, I thought he should have been beat.
Yeah. Let's see. We got.
Are we ready for a break or not yet?
In about 8 minutes.
Okay.
We got We got Glove saying there's something I want to ask you guys about that's not sports related, so I'll wait. All right. Thunder's, dude, love that you're cracking up right now. Love that you love the vibes, Thunder. Blue Buggy time for a spicy jelly bean and a new beer. No, whoa. Listen, my blood pressure is already through the fucking roof, chat. No spicy beans tonight. All right, I can't do it right now. I'm already, like, my temperature is up about 110 degrees physically because of how pissed I am about how yesterday went. Oh, my God. Ocean says, do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Son of a bitch! Perma-dirt Chiefs win! That's not funny, Perm. It's not funny. Perma-dirt's in the chat.
Yeah.
Perma-dirt feels...
Does anybody want to know how they did last week?
Oh, yeah. Bring that up. I gotta eat a spicy freaking jelly bean anyways, thanks to Grim.
Again?
Yeah. They're just because they're trying to get my blood pressure to go through the roof.
Come on, the guy's gonna die.
Are the Eagles a major rival to the Giants? Oh,
well,
passion.
Not as much as Dallas.
Yeah, not as much as Dallas. True.
All right, here we did last week. AFC NFC Championship. Mr. Whiskers 0-6. Papa K 4-2. Blue Monkey 4-2. Mesmo 4-2. Permadirt 0-6. Glove 4-2.
Haha, you were 0-6 with me.
Thunder 3-3. Elijah 0-1.
Yeah.
And
Leader
0-1. Guess who's in the lead? Not that it matters. I'm kicking ass by far. 13-5. You're 9-9. So I'm way ahead of everybody.
Yeah, but I can still catch you.
How?
Because we do over-unders, we do the spread, we do the game itself, and then we add a few more things.
I would have to go 0-6.
That's possible. This is the first time I've gone 0-6 the entire time. It's possible. Let's see. It's something for both of you guys to answer, says Glove.
Go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Permadirt says, I am trolling. Really?
What does that mean?
Really, Permadirt? Trolling, it means when, like, you purposely, like, you're instigating something. You're trying to bust someone's chops.
Okay.
Trolling.
Me?
No, Permadirt's trolling us.
Oh, okay.
Perm.
What's the,
By the way, how you doing, Permadirt?
What's
How's
the
everything
question?
going? And he hasn't asked it yet.
Glove.
He hasn't asked it yet.
Thank God I wasn't
Don't give me
drinking
an attitude.
drinking beers last night, man. I would have went crazy.
I would have called out of work today. I wouldn't have been able to sleep last
No
night.
more, right?
Yeah, it looks good. I'll let you know when it's like getting a little like.
Okay. I
It's
think.
a little. Let's see. We got Permanent saying I did as bad as Thunder. Grim saying should have shut it off then. I know, Grim. I know. Thank God you can only redeem it once. The spicy beans. So you know what we're gonna get? We're gonna
Throw
do
those
this.
away.
No. Spend money on them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get a stroke with high blood pressure. Nice going.
I don't know. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah, right.
It helps. It helps. I didn't bring any water in here.
Ah.
Oh, I got an ice pack. I can't put that in my mouth though.
No.
Well, shit.
Well, I get one on break.
Okay, no, hold on. I gotta do it though. It's been redeemed. I'm just catching up with chat right now. Got Permanent saying, yeah, I messed it up. Way to go, Pops. Passion saying, all the guys at my job are thrilled about the Eagles. Well, you live in PA.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So, we're doing that so spicy, thanks courtesy of the Grim Reaper. And before we do that, basically what we're going to be doing for those...
Will we get your water?
Yeah, actually. That's because if I get fucking Carolina Reaper, it's not going to be good. We're going to be doing the Fire in 5 Challenge, ladies and gentlemen, by Bean Boozled. Jelly Belly, Bean Boozled. How hot can you handle? Basically how this is going to go, we're going to spin this dial. It's going to be spectacular. But before we do, this comes with a warning. So in case any one of you out there want to try this, this is what you must know. Warning, extremely hot. Consume at your own risk. Keep out of reach of children under the age of 13, the elderly, and pets. Do not consume if you are allergic or sensitive to hot and spicy foods, peppers, or capsaicin, pregnant, breastfeeding, or have a medical condition for which consumption of an extremely hot food could cause an adverse reaction. Due to the hot nature of this food, it may trigger asthma symptoms. Do not give to persons except with their permissions and only after sharing this warning.
Here you go.
Oh, God. This is going to suck. I feel it. I feel it already.
I told you, throw those things away.
All right. Here we go. Okay. It's right there in the middle. Cayenne. Still going to suck. Just not as bad as the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper. I need a flashlight because this is where it gets really because this one has
Didn't have to do like you did, but I thank you.
Oh God. These things look
The same.
no, the Cayenne one looks.
Oh, you're gonna pick the wrong one?
No, that's why I take the flash. I did that a couple. No, that's broken.
No.
Nope, it's good. No, I've done that.
What's so funny?
Just the back and forth there. Okay, so look at that. It's such a really ridiculous color. I don't want to do this. I don't even like the way Cayenne tastes all that much.
Throw it away.
Can't. Who the hell's here? Is that my car? Someone's in my car. Cool. All right.
Probably.
Let's see. Grim saying I only have 4,000 points left, so I could only do it once, anyways, even if you didn't have a limit. Thank God. Blue Monkey saying, "LOL, don't worry about the spicy jelly bean. I was just trying to get your attention, diverted from the conversation that was at hand. There's no way to divert it. There's no way to divert what happened yesterday. It was ridiculous."
No. That'll be on my mind the whole week. And like I said, I'll root for the Eagles, which is a sin. But I didn't want to see the referees give KC the chance to go to the Super Bowl. Sorry.
All right, cheers. Cheers, Grim.
Shame on them. Thank you.
Oh, that's...
I thought you said they weren't that hot.
Nice.
Now you think I had one? I'm choking on peanuts.
Oh. Yeah, I said they weren't as bad as the Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say they were great.
Yeah. Well, keep buying that shit.
Oh, God, look, it gives me goosebumps.
Uh-huh.
That's healthy, right?
We should check your blood pressure after one of these. Probably like 190 over 90.
Oh, God.
Take your water. You're gonna be a masochist. Next time I come here, I'm throwing those away.
Don't touch my stuff.
I will.
I'll lock the door.
Drink beer or water.
It's stuck in my teeth.
Oh, nice. That's even better. Now you're gonna have taste in your mouth forever. All right, let's go on a break. It's 10 o'clock. Give you time to rejuvenate.
My eyes are watering.
Good. Break.
Can I compose myself? Do you think that I'm going to produce a show, eat a spicy jelly bean, and be a
Well,
freaking
you're an ass
host?
that buys them stupid things. You deserve it.
Yeah, you're right.
You deserve it. I'm sorry.
Just give me a second, man. Have a little compassion.
Why couldn't you buy?
You're my dad.
Buy chocolate raisinets or goobers or something.
Nobody gives a shit if you eat raisinets.
Well, you can get diabetes.
That's terrible.
It's better than a heart attack.
I'm not gonna have a heart attack from spicy jelly beans.
Hey, you're gonna have a stroke when your blood pressure goes up that fast. Come on, give me a break.
Cheers.
Cheers. You know what sucky part about this is? You got to wait 2 weeks now for the Super Bowl. There's no hockey because it's an All-Star break. There won't be a hockey game till like next Tuesday. Basketball is going on a break right after this week. If you're a basketball fan.
I can't hear anything you're saying right now.
Okay, good.
Basketball's not...
Basketball is going on a break. They're going to play this week. Hockey's already on All-Star break after tonight.
That's right. There's like no sports for like...
Yeah, no. And baseball obviously will be around in about 28
Do you
days.
have any chocolate out there? Chocolate helps.
Yes. What do you want? Musketeers?
I don't care.
Okay.
Don't feel the reaper. God, it's like stuck on the side of my mouth. Pops always brings chocolate bars. The little ones. And I've learned that they kind of help soothe it a little bit.
She got you a taco.
I don't want a taco. I wanted a chocolate bar. Thank you. Thank you, babe. Heart on me, away. Yeah, need it. All right. Whew. Okay. Oh my God, it's weird how well that works.
Mm-hmm.
With the spicy.
Mm-hmm. Chocolate.
Okay, so glove save. Any of you guys, reasonable being, always fear the Reaper. I'll save my question for after the break. All right, sounds good, Glove. Appreciate you giving me some time to recoup. Jesus. Oopsie saying the fact you don't even go look. Somebody's in my car. Okay, cool. Back to the show. Priorities, Oopsie. Priorities.
What the hell you said?
He goes, because Swift just went to Taco Bell. But I didn't know that. I didn't know she was going
By the
to
way,
Taco
they got
Bell.
your name above Taco Bell now.
Yeah, but I looked out the door and I just saw like my car pulling out of the driveway and I was like, nope, somebody's in my car. All right, anyways, back to this game. We got it. We got Oopsie cracking up.
Yeah, Oopsie.
Passion's cracking up.
It says Taco
I'm
Oopsie.
tired of that.
Taco Oopsie Bell.
Oh, God. We got Blue cracking up. Oopsie says, contrary to popular belief, the diabetes.
What the hell does that mean? Are you double talking or some shit?
My tongue doesn't work anymore.
Say double B's? Is that what I heard? Please, let's take a break.
I can't. I'm dying. I'm good. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Thunder said, I got to go, so thanks for the talk. Have a good evening. Yo, Thunder, take it easy, man. Take care.
I like that name, Thunder.
Thunder.
It's like thunder, lightning.
It's Thunderfire.
That's
the whole name.
Well, it was a song.
Okay. Take care, Thunder.
I got a
Oopsie said, I love Taco Bell, and Taco Bell loves me. Glove saying, double talking, he says. I don't know what the hell I said.
Oopsie. I'm telling you, they got his name up on the board now. Every time they go, they goes, oh, we're in business.
Shit.
All right, come on. Compose yourself.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, well, keep eating that stupid shit.
Ah. Maybe some peanuts.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get back into this. Don't go anywhere, Meow. The fun is just getting started. Oh! Ah! Get out! We'll be back in a little bit. All right, everybody. We're back, and you're watching the Pops and Wiz SportsCast. We're your hosts. My name is Mr. Whiskers, and to my right is Papa K. And let's see what we got over here. We got Permanent saying, so did I miss the rant already? Permanent, you did. We did discuss it. I think it was insane how yesterday went. You know, I'm starting to bring it down a notch. Starting to, I'm still a little teed off about it.
I'm going to hold this over for the next 2 weeks. Sorry. I think they really gave this game to the KC.
But just to mention again, just the officiating, again, the things that were missed that weren't called on the Kansas City defense or the offense when it came to intentional grounding from Mahomes, the 2 holding calls that were that should have been there on that last play of the game before the field goal. And roughing the passer on Burrow. All these things
that were never called.
That were just overlooked. We got Goody B in the chat. The night is young. Plenty of time for Wiz to rant about something again. Goody, how you doing? You're not wrong.
Don't forget this. Hockey's on a break. It's going on a break. There's no baseball, so basically what we're talking about is it. You know?
And there, there was a lot behind this. There's a lot of emotion behind it. I mean, when you watch the interviews with just watching the post-game interviews, the 49er game, that was
sad.
It was sad, but at the same time, like, they were sitting there, and I think somebody in the media was like, oh, like, how'd you feel about going into this game without a quarterback? Going through this game without a quarterback.
Everybody knew that game was over.
They fought. I give credit and I tip my hat to the 49ers that they fought the whole time. Regardless of the situation, that they did not just lay down in that fight. They did everything that they could.
They could not stop the run.
They couldn't stop the run.
Yeah, every time they
couldn't throw the ball
near the what do they call it, red zone, they scored.
Yeah,
and it was not on a pass. The 4 touchdowns were on running game, and you're supposed to be the best against the run, and you didn't stop it.
We got Blue Monkey over here getting the Tier 1 sub, 13 months. Blue, thank you so much. Oh my God!
I don't even know what that means, but
just cheers and say thank you, Blue.
Thank you, Blue.
Thank you, Blue. Appreciate that. Pops and Wiz SportsCast. Oh my God. Let's see. And the 13 months. Thank you so much, Blue. We really appreciate it.
What was the question Glove had? Before we went on break, he said he had something to say?
He didn't throw it in there yet.
Okay. Come on, Glove. I'm intrigued.
Goonie B, the man, the myth, the legend. Sup, Wiz and Pops? What's up with you? How you been? How's everything going? How's life? We got Permadirt saying, it felt bad for the 49ers. Tough way to end. Philly only averaged 3.6 yards a toe for Permadirt.
Like I said, Perm, that game was over the minute Purdy got hurt. That game was over. Everybody announcers today said it. They couldn't say it yesterday during the game. That game was over. Once he got hurt, and he couldn't throw the ball, you got a 4th stringer come in. Josh Johnson's been around 14 different teams, by the way.
I know. Yeah, he's a traveling man.
Yeah. He's a salesman. So.
I feel like when he comes out onto the field, they should start playing that song by Metallica. Where I lay my head is home. Yeah.
Again, like I said, and then he got a concussion, and now you got to put the poor guy in. Can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
Cannot throw the ball. Once Philly knew that,
dude,
they were set up for every play for the run.
At that point, Philly's defensive coordinator had to have been sitting there going like, this is going to be like watching NASCAR. And this is no offense. This is just a joke to any NASCAR fans out there. But it's like, oh, he's making a left turn. Philly's defensive coordinator, oh, he's making another left turn. Philly's defensive coordinator's got to be sitting there going, oh, he's running the ball again.
Can you imagine playing a game of football in the biggest game of your life and you can't throw the ball? Mm-hmm. By rights right now?
To top it off, you won 8 games.
Yeah, too bad.
As a third stringer.
It's a too bad shame that Garoppolo was hurt because he would have walked right in that game. Then you know you got a game. After Purdy got hurt, but he wasn't even dressed.
Yeah.
He had severe ankle sprain.
No, it's tough. You definitely feel for the 49ers there.
Yeah. They had no chance.
It's your backs are against the wall. Your playbook is not even torn in half. You have like a third of your playbook that you can use now.
Their only hope was defense stopped the game, and the defense could not do it. They gave up way too many touchdowns on the run. They couldn't stop the corner. Left corner, right corner. Up the middle, yes. But they couldn't stop the runs on the side.
Oopsie's saying Eagles will win. That's what I'm going with. Here's the thing, though. Oopsie. If we have the same officiating crew as we did last night, who the knows who's gonna win?
They're not gonna make this game. After all the criticism that you heard today, they will not be in this game. I think I know who the referee's
but
going to be.
Again, we see this time and time again. And in some of the most important games, this is why I say the refs there needs to be a separate interview booth where they talk to the refs.
No.
I know it's not going to happen, Dad, but I'm just saying.
So you can talk to your blue in the face.
It should be. At least in the playoffs, when every game means something big.
I actually think there's a rule that they're not allowed to be interviewed by sports announcers after the game. Because then, now they're questioning the calls. Now they're thinking maybe the game is fixed.
Well, we're thinking that anyways.
Yeah, I know, but they will never announce it officially
you see it all
on national television. No.
But you see it all over. It's like there's a script.
I agree with you.
It's rigged.
But you're never going to see it. Because the NFL is too big, and these guys are silenced. There's no proof. Because they say, well, that's how we saw the play. Whether it's right or wrong, 40 million people watched that game yesterday or whatever, and we saw it, right? And we did not agree with any of the calls. What do you think they're going to say if they get interviewed?
That's
the
what I
actual
want to see.
official, the guy in the booth with Romo and Nance didn't agree with them. And he was an official for 14 or 18 years.
Well, then, okay, how about this? Then you don't have the actual media interview them, but you have maybe the announcers.
No, that ain't going to happen. No.
Somebody needs to talk to him off the field after the game and say, what were you looking at?
It's never happened
before. What were you looking at? It was right there.
Never happened before, and it'll never happen
again.
In the future.
No call on roughing the passer on Burrow in the end zone. No. Nobody saw nothing?
We saw it.
Everybody saw it. And they were just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
They're never going to be challenged.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we could talk to you blue in the face. It'll never happen.
Permanent said, "Agreed, pops. It was done with an injury. It was done with the injury of Purdy." Oopsie coming in saying, "Only because they deserve to win from that bullshit win because of the officials." Permanent coming in saying, "It was interesting that they brought Purdy back in. Should have tried with some Wildcat, but it was over. Yeah, you don't want them being interviewed."
Josh Johnson.
I do.
No.
I do.
No,
I do.
They'll never do it.
I
Josh
know.
Johnson had a concussion. He had to leave the game. That's why Purdy had to come back. He was the last guy. There was nobody else. What are we going to do? I could have went in the quarterback. At least I could have thrown the ball. He couldn't throw the ball. You saw that big thing on his arm, right?
I know. He was wrapped up. I'm sure they had ice on it.
And little did they know that was an ACL tear that's going to keep him out for 6 months. So now you know he couldn't throw the damn ball.
Oh, yeah. No, he said it. He said it. Oh, we got a first-time chatter over here.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm not going to read the whole name out loud, but Teriyaki says, I think it was just a slip-up. Okay, Teriyaki, here's the thing.
What slip-up?
It was just a slip-up between with the officiating. Is that what you mean, Teriyaki?
No.
Because
no.
This was just... How are there so many slip-ups, though? How are there so many slip-ups in the fourth quarter? The first half of the game, officiating was fine.
Yeah.
Nobody mentions the first half of the game. It was good. It played.
The calls they made were, every time you saw the replay, they were legit calls.
Yeah.
The holding, the interference.
It wasn't like there was a whole bunch of missed calls.
Well, what happened the second half? Where did they go? Fall asleep? Did somebody talk to them?
Yeah.
Say, hey, I know this sounds ridiculous, but this game is way too close.
Way too close.
No, we gotta give Mr.
Wait, we're gonna have
Mahomes-
Cincy against the Eagles. This isn't.
No.
This isn't gonna boost the ratings.
Yeah, no.
We can't have the Bengals back with Joe Cool.
I'm sure everybody thinks I'm full of crap, but I've been watching football for like 60 years, and I've seen this nonsense, especially now with all the video, blah, 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 and the new rule changes, and they can't.
They still don't get it
They
right.
can't get it right.
How is it with the technology that we have? How can you not get it right?
They actually have now, you don't have to challenge anymore because they have a second review by the booth.
Yeah. I think that's only in the playoffs, though, right?
No, that's all year.
Oh, that's all year?
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They can even say, he done it was definitely hit the ground, blah, blah, blah.
Permadirt is saying that he had a torn UCL, not ACL.
Okay.
UCL
Okay.
tear, which is bad, yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, like I said, it's a surgery that's going to knock him out for 6 months.
Teriyaki saying overestimated the player's ability. So,
Whose ability?
yeah, which, are you on the, are you talking about the 49ers game? Or the, with the Eagles? Or are you talking about KC?
Remember what I told you before the week started when I picked the Eagles? I said, Jalen Hurts, way better than Purdy. I know Purdy went 8-0, but he played, some half-ass teams. Beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys lost because of the defense.
You're saying the Cowboys are a half-ass team?
Well, when it comes to big games, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but when we look at stats and we look at their record.
Yeah. But big games.
What was their record?
12-5? 12-5.
12-5.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm saying big games.
okay, I get what you're saying, but I think in the big games, yeah, that sucks, but that doesn't mean that they're a half-ass team.
In
I
big
mean, when
games.
you have a 12-5 season.
In big games.
Okay.
In big games. Don't forget what I said. They haven't been there since, 95?
That would bring it up years. Shit.
They haven't won a playoff game since 95 when they won the Super Bowl with Troy Aikman.
Permanent saying the worst possible miss was roughing the passer. Everything else I was okay with.
No.
Okay, Permadirt though. Hold on, we catch up. Worst missed call was roughing the passer, but Hurts didn't even play that good. 15 and 25 for like 130 yards.
He didn't have to. They ran the ball.
Yeah. They had what? How many rushing touchdowns?
4.
The Eagles, 4 rushing touchdowns.
Supposed
Takes
to
a
be
lot of pressure off of
against,
Jalen Hurts.
against the best supposedly defense in the NFC.
Yeah.
And you ran for 4 touchdowns? Come on.
And then to top it off, though, the roughing the passer wasn't the Permadirt. Can we go back and watch 2 missed holding calls?
Now you got 2 different games. He's talking about one game. He said
No, he's talking about roughing the passer.
Yeah, but he said the 49er game, right?
Yeah, no, but so I'm going back to the first one.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
roughing the passer. Okay, that there's that one, and he's saying he was okay with everything else. Now, Permadirt, that's all fine and dandy.
How could you be no?
No, but that's he's entitled to the way he feels.
So what are you watching then?
But again, I just want to point out though that it wasn't just that wasn't the only call that was missed. I mean, chat. When we look back at it, I could bring it up right. I don't know. Hold on. I think I could. The 2 holding calls. The 2 holding calls
Never called.
that left Mahomes open enough to run on a bad ankle for a first down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's put it this way. Okay, yeah, it would have been a 60-yard field goal, but you said 8 seconds were on the clock when he got to the first down marker,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
8 seconds on the clock is enough for one more passing play.
And then 15 yards extra, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but let's take that out. Let's pretend that personal foul. Let's just take that away, right?
Then he would have been on
2 holding calls missed.
Yeah. By the way, they would have been.
Mahomes on a bad ankle.
They would have been on their own
Yeah.
their own 35 if they call that holding.
My point is even there, they don't get the holding call. So let's say it was Asai never touches Mahomes, right? He's still got 8 seconds. What's the next screwed up call that would be happening? You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
That whole 4th quarter was just out of control.
Yeah. No. I can't believe he just says that one call. No. I saw 4, 5, at least calls that to me went against the Bengals.
And Mahomes again, fourth quarter. So
no intentional grounding.
no intentional grounding.
Yeah,
I mean, let's just go over it again. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
No intentional grounding
Yeah,
for Mahomes. But Wiz, his ankle's hurt, and little baby needs a little help.
Should have been.
Okay, I take that back. I'm not calling Patrick Mahomes a baby because I do respect.
Tough,
I do respect what he did out on the field.
Game. A lot of guys might never played in this game.
That was emotions talking. I do have respect for Patrick Mahomes and for him to go out there and he did. He was running his ass off. How serious is this high ankle sprain?
It's very serious.
It's very serious.
Yeah.
So for him to do that, again,
shame on the Bengals that they didn't go after him enough. You know what I said before the game. I know that
because if the Bengals farted on him, it would have been roughing the passer.
Yeah, well, I would. He ran away from it, especially that last play where he ran for the first down, got the penalty, game over.
Now, Permater is saying, but Whiskers is holding on every play. Okay, but when you look at that particular play, we're talking about egregious holding. Yeah. Like, it is very, very obvious. It's not like that little, I grabbed his jersey.
It's grabbing.
We're talking about turning an entire defensive tackle in a different direction.
Yeah,
no way you could get a 10-yard play out of bounds because it has no timeouts. What about KC losing an interception and a touchdown because of penalties? Losing an interception and a touchdown because of penalties. Obviously, these are legit calls here, right? Because if what you're saying is everything is legit calls, and the only thing that you had and are against that you said wasn't, was a bad call. From what you previously just said, Permadirt.
They did score a touchdown, but the call was legit.
But I'm just telling Permadirt, from what you said before, other than the roughing the passer on Burrow, everything seemed clean.
No.
Are you taking that back? So everything didn't seem clean then?
No.
Right? Huh? No. It's starting to change a little bit now, isn't it? Teriyaki says, honestly, don't even know what's going on these days. Took a game. Now everyone's getting on the shicey stuff. Players, coaches, refs, even fans. The damn Seagulls are playing with untied shoes. Ref Jeff red carding the bench players. Don't get me started on the damn Packers and the Carlos Jr. scandal. Carlos Jr. scandal.
Got me on that
Packers?
one.
Teriyaki, all I know with the Packers is that Aaron Rodgers is basically done, and I think the Jets are looking to get him, right?
Yeah, well.
No, it is. Everything is shiesty, though. Everything feels shiesty.
They say majority right now, if he does leave, he'll go to the Raiders. That'd be with Devontae Adams again.
Oh, okay.
Unless Woody Johnson could say, hey, here's $9 billion. Please come to us. Yeah.
Permanent saying, yeah, I'm good with the KC calls. I'm just saying this rhetoric that it was one-sided seems incorrect.
Now, I've been watching football a long time, and I have never seen such egregious calls and non-calls by referees against one team. I'm sorry.
I'm going with Permanent.
In the biggest game of the year, by the way.
The game was called fairly, I'd say,
First
up
half.
Until the end of the third quarter. Towards halfway through the third quarter.
Foot sucked.
Fourth quarter was obvious.
Yeah, first two.
Third quarter, I was still like, okay. This is all right.
Nobody had a beef. Either team had no beef with the calls in the first half.
First half, or even the third quarter. It was the fourth. It was the fourth quarter that really took the.
But there was some calls in the third too. There was some in the third. All our fans watching, I don't give a damn. I just want to see a game officiated properly.
But I want to see the same thing.
It doesn't look so one-sided.
And I do agree with Teriyaki here. I'm with you, man. I don't understand what the hell's going on anymore. You think you have a good grasp.
What does this mean?
Oh, yeah.
About the
there it is. It's the ratings.
Dollar.
It's the ratings. There you go.
Dollar.
But still, when you're watching the games, and you're sitting there, and of course, when you're watching the first game, you're like, man, this really sucks because of the injury, and you kind of had you knew, 85% of you, 90% of you knew how the outcome of the 49ers-Eagle game was going to go.
Yeah, that was easy.
You know, if it would have taken some crazy fucking miracle.
No.
You know.
49 defense was on the field the whole game because
and they were tired.
The Frisco offense couldn't do shit.
You
Three and out. That game was over. Like I said, when Purdy got hurt.
I will say this in credit to the Eagles. So, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I will say this, credit to the Eagles, that the running plays that they had planned worked phenomenally against the number one defense.
Remember, their scouting and offensive coordinators, they watch every game.
That was, I gotta say.
They couldn't run up the middle, right? What I said.
I
could stop everything up the middle.
Yeah.
Couldn't stop nothing on the left side and right side. All the touchdowns were this way.
I honestly thought that I honestly thought that the Eagles were going to throw the ball more.
120 yards.
I know. That's
you didn't have to.
Brought up.
You didn't have to throw.
I know, but I'm just telling you what I was thinking.
Yeah. I'm just telling you it was up first.
I didn't think the Eagles were going to run the ball as well as they did, which is now again this is going to pose a huge threat to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who's not a great defense.
No.
Really.
Because now you have to worry about Jalen Hurts has got a hell of an arm. He's very accurate.
And I still think he's hurt.
A very mobile quarterback.
I still think he's hurt.
I still think, yeah.
He only threw, I think, 14 times that whole game. They didn't have to because they're running game. If they can run against Kansas City defense like they did against the 49ers, they'll blow them out. Yeah, believe me. These guys running to the left and right are fast.
I just think, again, and just to finish my point, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to have their hands full with Jalen Hurts being not only being a mobile quarterback. He doesn't have to hurt you with his arm. He can also hurt you with his legs.
Yeah.
On top of that,
which you didn't have to do
showing
yesterday.
The running game and their scheme for how they had planned for the 49ers was spectacular.
Yeah. Great
like,
scouting,
you know, it didn't
corner.
matter that Purdy was hurt at that point. And I think, again, like what you said in the beginning of the show, Pops, at this point, even if Purdy was in there, the defense could not stop those run plays.
No.
Would the game have been differently in hindsight if
maybe,
Purdy was healthy? Maybe play calling would have been a little bit differently. But for the Eagles, I think that their game plan was there the whole time. And that was the plan that they had in the thought of Purdy playing an entire game.
Let's see what the offense, these are two offensive teams now coming into the Super Bowl. I'm dying to see what the over and under is. I'm guessing, today's Monday, right? One day after the NFC, AFC championships. I'm guessing 57.
There's going to be the over-under.
In that area. 55 to 57, yeah.
Also, one thing we want to bring up real quick for those that are watching and those that participate or are thinking about participating in Pop's Super Bowl pick.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be putting the over-under and the spread next week. We're going to be bringing the board back out. We're going to be doing the over-under, the spread, and just the game legit. We wanted to know, do you guys have anything that you would like to see on the board? Is there something that you'd like to see up there? Like, just for an example, the coin toss, or how long the national anthem's going to go, or this, that, and the third. Is there anything out there that you'd like to see?
Who scores the first touchdown?
Right.
Who gets the first interception, if there is one? Who recovers the first fumble? Who has the first pick six, if there is one?
Like, you have the book in here, right? Just in case we get some ideas, we're going to write them down, because, I don't know about you, but my memory is dog shit after we do a show.
I know, not me.
Well, I think we should be safe.
Let's see if we get any ideas.
Let's see. Hold on a second. We got Oopsie saying Raiders will win the Super Bowl with Aaron. That's right. Oopsie has been following the Raiders pretty heavily. What's that? That's if he goes there. Again, Oopsie. That's if he goes there. I hear a lot of things with him going to the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Permanent said, honestly, I don't care about Casey or Cincy because, I'm a Vikes fan, but I watch 100-plus games this year, and this is par for the course. Permanent also saying, I think the league throws too many flags to begin with. I am always for letting the boys play, so less is better. I agree with that.
I agree, yeah. But,
hold on. I got quite a few more to catch up with.
Go.
I think Philly wins. This is all for Permadirt.
Mm-hmm.
Also saying you could see the San Francisco defense was out of the gas by half.
Oh, yeah.
They basically spent the entire game on the field.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yes. Gatorade color. Gatorade color being dumped on Coach. All right. Pops, grab the book. All right, yeah, I'll write this down. So
Yeah,
what
yeah,
color
yeah.
Gatorade? Yeah, go ahead. Do you think?
That's crazy. Gatorade.
Pops, we're letting people get involved in what they want to see up there.
We're giving the audience an option of what do you want to see that never happened. The color of Gatorade?
Permanent, I think you got them all thrown off with that one. You hear them outside the door. All right, so let's get this in here, Permanent. What color Gatorade poured on Coach? All right, we got that one in there. I don't even know where to put this. I'm just going to put it right there for now. Pops is going to think I'm a madman. Parmesan, I think Pops already thinks you're a madman. Because how we feel on the officiating and how you feel. And yeah, I know neither one of us are Cincy fans or Kansas City fans. This is all in the namesake of football. Football is my favorite sport. I love the Giants. I love the NFL. I love watching the NFL. When it comes to football, it is the only sport where I can watch every freaking game, whether it's my team or not. Which is not the same for hockey or baseball. You know, there are certain teams I'll watch, and there's certain teams, I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. It depends upon the matchup.
Color of Gatorade. No, give me a B.
Sure.
The thing I said make more sense though. Who has the first pick?
I know what you're saying, Pops,
Touchdown.
but we have been doing the picks the entire season, all the way up to the
You
Super
want
Bowl.
the fans.
I think it would be fun to see what people would like to see on the board.
Okay.
Give up a little control,
I'll shut up.
you dictator.
Yeah, no, that's what they call me. D-I-C-A-T-I-O. No. He's a communist.
Let's see, Permanent saying, I think the bigger question is, why aren't refs full-time? You need to lock down refs and make sure they're paid.
They are full time.
Well, talking about the playoffs, right? Because they take the best.
Oh, yeah. Which I think is a mistake. I think you should pick the best crew during the year and keep them together for
Because
the
the
playoff
chemistry
game.
is there.
No, because he's the best line judge, he's the best back judge. No. Keep the same team together. These guys never work together.
I would love to see them put it up, though, is how, the statistics of the accurate calls of what is considered the best.
Yeah.
I want to see. Oh, well, let's see what the line judge. What are his stats? Oh, because I'm willing to bet any money that, maybe not any money. I'm willing to, because I don't have a lot of money, but I'm willing to bet for fun right now. All right, that the stats for the best judges, the best refs, would be quite embarrassing to see for the public, because it would be. I have a feeling accuracy in calls.
But don't you agree with me?
What?
Keep the same team that's played for 17 weeks together.
Yes.
In the playoff games, wild card, playoff, NFC, AFC, and Super Bowl.
I do agree with you on that.
Who has the best rating? NFL can tell right away.
With the best percentage of
Yeah,
accuracy in
Who-
calls.
How come nobody bitches on either side when these referees are in the game?
No, you make
Yeah.
a very good point there, Pops.
That's why I think they should not separate them.
So many
Yeah.
things that are kind of questionable. Not kind of, definitely questionable, and just don't make sense.
How come one team calls holding constantly? There's one officiating team, and I think his name is Bogard. They call 27 penalties a game. You get the next officiating team, they call 15.
Yeah.
Why does one officiating team call everything? You go like this, penalty.
Oh, yeah.
You hit the quarterback like this on the face with your hand. roughing the passer.
Oh, I've seen it against with the Giants during games where there have been, and I'm not just even saying it I'm saying it for both sides of the ball. There, I've seen the Giants defense brush up against the quarterback,
Cold.
roughing. But I have seen it a couple times this season with Daniel Jones, where I've even admitted going, that wasn't roughing the passer.
No.
We got away with one.
Yeah. Why isn't every officiating crew sort of like equal? They know the rules. NFL, yes, these are the rules. This is what you do. What to call. Why do some officials call this and other ones let them play?
It's just also interesting to me. No, and you're right, Pops. You're right. And what also is interesting to me is this: is that we have to put so much trust in the officials, right? We have to believe that their call is right? Because their fucking jobs are on the line.
And you can't argue with them.
So now here's the thing, though. Here you can't argue with them. Here's the thing, though. What if Asai loses his job on the Bengals because of that play? Now it's okay that he has to face the media and that he could potentially lose his job on the Bengals, but it's not okay to deal with the refs in a similar manner.
It's hypocrisy.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Just call it a spade a spade. It's fucking bullshit.
It's bullshit is right, but these are the rules.
We can't question the refs because it's not fair to the refs. This man was on the sidelines in tears because he felt that he was the reason that they lost the game.
It was.
How? No. Oh, he was the main reason they lost the game.
Well,
not all the bullshit calls. Not all the bullshit calls. Not the two holding calls missed. Yeah, no, that call at the end. But again, if they get those two holding calls, now Kansas City has to go back a notch, right?
Yeah.
No, he's
got to
call
sit that every time.
I get that, Pops, but the thing is my point right now is that it's okay to ruin a young man's career. Maybe not ruin, but the chances going to the Super Bowl. It's not freaking easy to get there.
Over one play.
This guy, over one play, he's sitting there thinking it was his fault the whole time. I'm willing to bet that's what's going on in his mind.
Yeah.
And it's not okay to question the officiating for all the bullshit that they mess up.
I agree with you. This guy can go on the air today, and I saw the interview, and he said, my teammates were really strong, supported me. I knew I blew it. I made the bad play.
He didn't blow it.
No, well, they're going to call that every time.
I get it, but you know what? It shouldn't have led up to that moment.
No. All he had to do was not touch him, and they would never call it.
It should have never got to that point.
I know what you're saying.
Holding should have been called twice. 2 flags should have been thrown out there like confetti.
KC should have been on their 135.
Yeah.
If they call those 2 holding calls.
Yeah.
10 yards.
But nothing.
Both times.
Nothing.
No, not a call. Right?
It's so frustrating. I'm back. My fucking blood pressure's up again.
I know.
Let's see. We
But
got.
it is what it is.
Let's see. Permanent says I agree with Pops talking about with your officiating ideas.
Yeah.
Best crew is in for playoffs. Well, to be fair, that was what did them in. Yeah, permanent.
Don't separate these guys.
I get that that's what did them in, but when we go back to it, I don't know if we're actually allowed to show it, but hold on. Permadirt, I want you to... Can I bring this up? Hold on a second. Let me just get in here. Let me make sure that the...
You want to show them what you showed me?
Well, I'm gonna put it right now, chat. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. All right? I'm gonna show you what I showed Pops. Permadirt, you tell me. Oh, you have seen it? I'm gonna do it anyways. Where the hell is it? There we go. How is this? I just want to go on my TikTok. Ain't no stopping us now. Dabba-dee-ba-doo. Habba-dee-ba-doo. Okay, where's my likes? How do I find my likes? I watched it twice yesterday because I knew this was going to be hot. I am so, I'm still blown away by it, man. Where is... How do I find my freaking thing?
TikTok?
Yeah,
No, I found it. I just don't know how to... I always look at it on my phone, so I never know how to... Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
There you go.
I got it.
After the play.
Okay, no, nobody can see it. Nobody can see it yet, Pops, because I haven't gotten that far.
No,
Don't beat me to the thing and the stuff and the shit. How do I breathe without you?
Wow, look at the holding right there.
How the hell do you do this? Share to.
Look at the holding right there.
Oh, here we go. Copy the link. I know, Pops.
Two holding
I
calls.
can't
Two,
look at it right
not
now.
one, two.
I'm trying to get it in the.
I forgot about those calls till
Here
you
we
showed
go.
me.
Okay, here we go. Bam. Bam. All right. So, here we go. These are the plays that we're talking about. And again, this is okay, hold on. This is the Cincinnati Bengals genius on TikTok. Let's bring this up really quick. Okay, and then we're just going to do a little bit of this action. Man, I suck at this. Did they change the shit up? They did. Why'd they do that? Why did they put it up here? Okay. Okay.
All right, Joe Pesci.
Okay, where's the screen? I'm getting there. Don't worry. I'll get there at some point. Trust. Have faith in me. Have a little faith in me. What did I just hit? Okay, maybe not. Here we go. Okay, and then we're going to bring this down to here. I want to make that smaller. Oh, there we go. All right, now let's make it bigger. Okay. I know you guys can't see it yet. Just give me a second. Son of a bitch. How do people do this just like regularly? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Transition. Play the thing. Why isn't it playing? Still not playing.
Nope.
All right, this was poor. This was a bad example of what I am capable of doing. Clearly, I suck at this. My apologies. I don't even know how to get it off this fucking screen now. What did I just hit? We still good?
No, we're off the air.
No, we're not off the air. We're still on the air.
Well, what is this shit that you're showing me?
I don't
I
know.
don't see you, I don't see me.
I'm working on it, Pops.
There you go.
They changed the whole thing on frickin' Streamlabs or whatever the hell. Totally messed me up.
You couldn't show it.
No. The whole transition thing screwed me up. Yeah, I don't know why the video wouldn't play. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm tired of these moths and snakes on the... I have a lot of moths and snakes in the plains. Something is happening. I am back. All right. So, yeah, I totally messed that all up, but it is on TikTok, and I did share it with the Discord just now under the TikToks. I want to see if it plays now. I don't understand why. Maybe I clicked the wrong thing. Now it works. Now it fucking works. Okay.
There it is.
Okay, hold on. You know what? We're not going to go to the fancy screen because I clearly
Look at him. Look at him get hit late.
Okay, here we
the
go.
ball's released. Right, show the ball released.
I know. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I have to pull it up on the screen. This is not as easy as you would think, Pops. All right. So, here are
boom,
late hit.
After the ball is well released.
All right. Illegal block in the back.
Holding.
Intentional grounding right here.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah. Okay. I can't get over those 2 holding calls that they never.
No, they're going to show that next. They're going to show that next.
I know. I can't believe they didn't call it.
And then watch this. The 2 holding calls right here.
2. Now, right there, look at it. 1, 2. Obvious.
There's almost a face mask at this point.
And the officiator, the referee, by the way, is right behind that. And he doesn't call it.
Yeah.
He could have called it on both of them.
Like, this is what I'm talking about.
Are you kidding me? Now you're thinking, oh, no. There's no favoritism? No, sorry. That was all get Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Sorry.
I don't even think favoritism's the right word. It is getting Mahomes in the Super Bowl because of rating. Again, it's like you said, Pops. It's this.
Yeah. Well, they want to get the big guy in the Super Bowl, and he's the face of football right now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it's a great. Again, when you look at it, if it happened, which I would consider fairly. Jalen Hurts against Patrick Mahomes, I think, is going to be a very interesting show.
I hope he beats the shit out of him. I really do. Just because of what happened yesterday. Sorry. And like I said, I'm not a Eagle fan. I'm not a KC fan. And you know me. I think Patrick Mahomes is one of the best.
I know.
And he's going to be
one of your favorite players.
Back. He's going to be like Tom Brady. He's going to be here like 5-6 times.
Got Oopsie saying Brady all over again. Shit needs to change. I'm tired of this cheating shit. It's not even that it was cheating. Because, oopsie, the Chiefs didn't cheat here. They just got away with shit.
Yeah, they got away.
It's one thing when you if you're bringing up Brady and the deflate gate. It's
bullshit,
one thing.
by the way.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the point that I'm making is it's one thing to deflate a ball if that's what actually happened. Yeah. It's one thing to do that or even take videotapes and shit like that. Yeah. But it's not like the Chiefs are cheating because the refs suck. You know what I'm saying?
But all the refs being paid off.
Permanent saying, yeah, I guess we just see it differently. No, it is a matter of perspective on how you look at things. It's just Permadirt.
How could you not look at it the way we looked at it?
No, Pops. Because what are we, ruling the fucking world?
No, but what I saw right there.
I know.
Is so obvious.
He's entitled to how he feels like what is fair, just as we are entitled to say what we're saying right now.
Well,
you know, it's a matter of opinion.
It's a matter of sight. What I just saw. What I saw yesterday. I saw it on the replay. Why weren't these things called?
Yeah.
It's so obvious. The guy's grabbing him, running him down. Come on. Give me a break. I know holding is on every play, but that was obvious holding.
Yeah.
They'll let some go.
On both sides of Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like, they literally made sure that nobody could get to him. Because honestly, without that holding, you saw the guy on the left side. Like, when we're looking at it, the left side of Mahomes would have sacked him.
Yeah.
But we can't have Mahomes get hurt. No. Even worse, going into the Super Bowl.
I don't care what anybody says to me. I don't believe anything what I believe that they wanted to see this guy in the Super Bowl, and they showed it by these horrible non-calls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And again,
I don't think he needed it.
We will state this, is that what we saw yesterday, game was called.
Disgrace.
No. The officiating was fine in the first half.
Yeah, but it was a disgrace after that.
I'll even admit in the third quarter, up into a certain point, everything looked to be carrying on as it did in the first half. It was just later on that everything just seemed to go off the tracks. It didn't seem like anybody knew what they were doing. And I'd like to bring back the 49ers and the Chiefs. One thing that I think needs to really be in check here is when we looked at towards the end, the 49ers knew they were getting beat.
Yeah.
And the fight at the end, I'm sorry, I understand that it is a very emotional, very physical, very violent sport. Frustration, but there's a level of sportsmanship that needs to be addressed here. And, to get to the point, that was the first time I've ever seen a ref say, I need both teams, whole team, get to your sidelines.
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen before.
And that was a great refereeing job by him.
That was a fantastic job by a referee.
He would have thrown everybody out if they didn't listen to him.
It would have gotten out of control. Remember the Giants game when Odell Beckham Jr. was a Giant against the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah.
Where Odell turned himself into a human fucking torpedo?
Yeah.
They let that game get out of control.
Yeah, that was terrible.
So that was a great call. You made a great point there, Pops.
Yeah. No.
It was a great call by the ref.
Yeah.
To get the teams.
Like you said, I've never seen that.
I've never seen it.
Separate, get on the sidelines, both sides. Or he was going to throw people out of the game if anybody didn't listen.
Which he did afterwards.
Yeah. Well, that was after the punching.
71 out?
Punching and the throwing, The guy threw him down on the floor, and the other guy's trying to punch the ball out.
Yeah.
Remember that play?
Yeah. It just got
got out of hand. Frustration.
It's
when
games
you're
like
losing.
that. It doesn't happen often.
No.
But I think the way that it was handled yesterday was much better.
And he ejected him right away.
I know. It was handled much better. It's good to see that there is progress happening in some areas of the game where with the Giants and the Carolina Panthers, they let that shit get out of control.
And the coaching too.
I know, but they let that get out of control. The fact that now it's kind of it's getting stopped.
That referee was fantastic yesterday.
Yeah.
That did that first game.
That's what I think.
He knew what the hell to do. The other guy in the night game had no fucking clue what he was doing.
Permadirt saying, I understand it's holding, but you don't play the rule book, you play the refs. Some are itchy to throw a flag, and others doesn't. Figure out what the refs are calling and go.
Yeah. But be consistent.
But that's like you're not playing 11 guys on the field, you're playing 12 now.
Yeah, be consistent with your
How is it
calls, by
fair?
the way.
Just the hockey refs and just like umpires. But think about this, Permadirt, just like umpires. Now,
They're wrong.
they're incorporating a machine to call balls and strikes because of how
not
off
official yet,
umpires.
by the way.
It's not official. But again, the point that I'm making,
We're going that way, yeah.
it's going that
Why
way
is one ump-
because of how fluky it
Yeah,
is.
why is one ump call high strike and the other guy calls low?
Yeah, how are you gonna call? Like, let's take
You
the
got to be
really
consistent.
tall guys. Like you got like Aaron Judge, right?
Always
Pete,
gets called out.
Pete Alonso's pretty tall, right?
Yeah. Not as tall as Judge. But
Not as tall as Judge, but the point I'm making is for these tall hitters, the
Yeah.
strike zone is different.
should be knee to the letters. I don't give a shit if you're 9 feet tall or 4 or 5 foot tall like Altuve.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
No, you got to again.
Here to here.
That makes sense.
Letters to knees.
Oopsie saying that's the problem. We have the tech. Refs need to go. Permadirt saying, yeah, but as a player, you can't sit and complain. You adjust and win the game.
How are you gonna adjust if you? Come on, you can't adjust if the officiating is terrible. It's not your job to adjust. It's their job to call the right penalty or non-penalty. Sorry.
So, okay.
These guys are busting their ass. They're trying to tackle the other guy. The guy's trying to run. Referee is there to call the game.
Now, here's the thing, though. To adjust, so you're given Permadirt, just to go with what you're saying here. You're given a rule book, and you're told these are the rules that you have to play by.
Yeah. Every year
And then
changes.
you go to play by these rules, and the other team doesn't.
Yeah.
So you're trying to do the right thing. The other team doesn't, but you know what? You got to adjust.
You got to call the game equally.
It's got to be called like if you're
No
going to
matter-
call
You
holding.
make a penalty. I make a penalty.
If you're going to call roughing the passer, exactly. If you're going to make these calls, it should be called on both sides of the game.
Yeah.
Both sides,
No
both teams.
favoritism. There should be none.
You know?
Yeah.
I'd like to think that, you know what, I'm pretty sure I know, that the refs are making a whole hell of a lot more money than we are. right?
I don't know. They went on strike many years ago because they were making peanuts. I heard.
Yeah, but I wonder what peanuts is for the refs.
In those days they were getting chump change. When they went on strike, remember the refs that came in, the guys that replaced them were terrible, and they finally agreed with the union, and they got a considerable raise, and rightfully so. They got to travel to every other state.
Yes, and I'm sure you're making great money, but at the same point, it's be on top of your shit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but we have 90 million cameras all looking at the same play. You can't sit there and look at it and go, I fucked up.
Sometimes I think upstairs they should review these plays that
to
are
adjust
called or non-called. But
just
they said remember what I said? That third quarter and fourth was like forever. That game was like 3 hours and 40 minutes.
To me is, and I want to get back to like what Permadirt was saying, is to adjust to win the game is like, okay, so you know that the other team isn't playing fairly, or like I'm just putting this scenario out there. Like if the other team isn't playing right and things aren't going the way that they're supposed to be played, then how to adjust?
No, the referee's there to call.
Just do your fucking job. Here's the thing, like. If I don't do my job, I get fired.
Yeah.
And it's not even like I get an interview. And the same goes for everybody out there. If we don't do our jobs right, in the positions that we are considered professionals in, there's no, let's look at the tape. Let's get your ass out the door.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hire somebody else to take over your spot.
Only weathermen get away with it.
Yeah. Oh,
they come be wrong every day.
Well, weathermen and
Oh,
referees.
well, it changed.
Weathermen, referees, umpires, they all get away with it.
Believe me, it's a disgrace. Everybody can look at me right now, whoever's watching, say, oh, you're against the officials. Yeah, I am. Call the game. You are professionals. Call the game properly. Mm-hmm. On either side. You don't care who wins. You're like a judge in a court. You don't care who wins, prosecutor or defense.
Great comparison.
Call the game accordingly. I don't give a damn. It's 48-0. Call the penalty on the team that's losing.
We got Oopsie saying we literally have the tech. We got live people on the field, which is ridiculous. These assholes bend the rules. You want a fair game? Get rid of these mother truckers. Permadirt says, yup, but then enters the human element. I played ball for 15 years, and when you see a certain ump, you know this zone will be wild.
That shouldn't be, though.
But that's insane. Why is that person an ump?
That shouldn't be.
That doesn't follow the rules of the game.
Yeah.
They put these rules in place so that the game is played fairly, not so that you have to adjust to some ridiculous person that had a bad day and was like, well, fuck you today. Yeah. I'm calling a low outside strike. No.
Yeah.
They the rule book is there. The umps, the refs, everybody knows it.
They determine the outcome of the game by their calls.
You shouldn't have to adjust.
How many times I've seen a guy call a non-strike, right? Which should have been a strike, and the next pitch is hit out of the ballpark.
My point, you know what? And to go, Pops, ready for this? The human element is there, Permadirt, and that is the same with the referees. That human element.
Yeah.
So why do they hold the fucking golden torch here that they're untouchable?
Yeah. And throw guys out of the game.
That they are the almighty of the game, and that they get to make the rules, and they get to change the rules as they see fit.
Well, they are the umpires, or referees, whatever you want to call them.
But that's what I mean. The human element. Okay, yeah, they're the human element, but so are the players. So how come the players get scrutinized and not the refs? Don't the refs just go home and go, I fucked that game up. Yeah.
And how come, like
where's my paycheck?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got people on the sidelines in tears because,
team lost.
They're like, well, I'll be reffing next season because, you know what?
I don't even know why. I would never want to be an umpire or a referee or whatever, because you're deciding the game.
Hold on, let me catch
By your
up here.
calls.
Let me catch up here, Pops. I apologize.
Okay.
Or have them sit in the booth watching the game, calling the plays, says Oopsie. Oopsie says, we need fair advantage, so many teams have lost to this shit. It's not right. Many teams have lost to this shit. Permanent saying, I also coached basketball for 12 years, and when you see certain refs, you know some will be quick to call fouls, and others will allow some contact.
Yeah.
It is a large part of the game. Oopsie coming in saying, keep them off the fucking field. And we allow these refs to blatantly watch the other team play unfairly, and they allow it to happen. To have an exciting Super Bowl. They do it every sport. Goonie B coming in saying, use the argument of just adjust is assuming that the other team would have to adjust just as much. Harder refs, easier refs, whatever. It's only a fair game if both teams have to play by the same good/crappy calls. Yes, Goonie.
Teams who should not be able to, or should be able to adjust because the officiating is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Officiating
It should be shit
good.
calls on both sides or good calls on both sides.
I shouldn't have to change my game plan because
I agree with
that
that,
official sucks.
No.
No,
I
damn
have
game
to
right.
amplify my level of play.
Because of you? No.
Because
Maybe
this guy's
appropriate
just
days,
having
right?
a bad day. Yeah.
No.
You don't know what you know.
Maybe you shouldn't even be officiating.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not that good.
How'd you get the job?
Yeah.
How are these? What my question is how are these the best?
And how come they're never fired?
No. You see him next season and going, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Whose season am I gonna ruin
You see some of
this
the
year?
officials that are running down the line with guys on the pass, they're like 60.
Yeah.
I give them credit that they're running down the line.
Yeah,
Give me
no,
a break.
without a doubt.
What are you doing in the game? Retire. Give me a 25-year-old guy that can run with the players.
Let's see. Permadirt says no, but that's the thing. They are calling it to the best of their interpretation. They don't think they're wrong in the moment. But again, Permadirt, the cameras are all over the place that you can't go back. If I thought for a second that I might have messed something up, that I might need a second opinion, the technology is there, like Oopsie's saying. It's there. Just fucking look at it. Take 15
Cameras
seconds.
are not going to change the call, but you've noticed that officials sometimes get together after a penalty's thrown. They go, there's no foul.
There you go. There's that too. Like right then and there. Like you have multiple. It's not like one ref doing the whole thing.
No, maybe the other guy saw something different.
Yeah.
One guy saw one thing.
They all know the rule book, despite their position as a line judge.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Or backfield judge that calls interference. Why do some guys let guys play and the other guys are grabbing each other, immediate holding?
And let's see, Oopsie's saying exactly why refs should have been obsolete a long time ago. Permadirt agreeing. But until the moment, it's part of the game, like the changing of the weather or fluctuating winds.
You can't have referees obsolete. You need referees.
But that's the thing is, okay. When you're comparing, so weather here, okay, Permadirt. Here's the thing, and I'm just putting this out there, and I'm not necessarily saying that this is what's involved. But here's the thing, you can't change the weather with your money or ratings. You can't change the winds with your money or your ratings. You can change calls if you have enough money and if it boosts the ratings. Not saying that that's what's going on, but again, weather is unpredictable. Sports is supposed to be unpredictable. But it just seems that the more popular something gets and the more money that floods in, whether it's from Vegas or these online gambling sites, that all of a sudden things start going a little, you know.
Here's a suggestion. Listen to me. It'll never happen. What we just saw, right, yesterday, when it was non-calls, they have a review upstairs. Officiators. Guys, they're like referees. I think, which will never happen, they can contact the referee. They have the head shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, hey, you missed the call. You should have called it. Change the call. Never happened.
Here, keep it going. I'll be right back. I'm just going to use the bathroom real quick.
Change it.
Keep
right,
going with
right,
that.
right.
Though. No, I agree with that.
It'll never
You
happen.
have it. It's the push of a button. It's right there in front
I
of you.
understand that. I understand that. But once the referee makes the call, most of the time, the call stands. But if you got a review board upstairs and say, hey, like last night's game, you missed that call. That should have been holding, not a first down. You talk to the referee with the headset, blah, 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 and you say you blew it. You should have called it. Call the penalty. Instead of that first down, now it's a 10-yard penalty. I know it'll never happen. I guarantee it'll never happen because now you're questioning the integrity of the officials. And like I said, that'll never happen. But with all the cameras now, come on. Do it. Once again, it'll never happen. Let's see. Down the road. All right, I'm going home. See you later, oops. End of the month.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Like I said, yeah, this is it. I just said I'm leaving soon.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Like I said, it'll never happen. Why can't that be, like I said, in baseball, right? A challenge, right? Your review. Give the football team a challenge. Say, hey, he missed that holding call. Shows the guy clearly holding. Instead of a first down, it's 10-yard penalty.
that's what's
Why not?
funny. That's what's funny about sports, though, is like right that they knew that this kind of stuff was going to happen in football.
Yeah.
Baseball didn't incorporate it until over 125 years later.
Yeah, but they're doing it now.
Yeah.
Basketball does it now. Hockey does it now. If there's an offside, they call it back. It's not a goal. Why can't football say, hey, Mr. Referee, you missed the call. The guy upstairs saw it clearly.
Yeah.
Holding the guy, grabbing his sir, you missed the call. It should have been holding. Make it a holding, not a first down.
Let me
That's
catch
all I have
up
to
here.
say.
We got the good, perfect. Permadirt saying when refs huddle, it's also because the ref upstairs corrects it. Oopsie saying you got announcers calling the game and calling bullshit on ref calls. Come on, excuse my language, but I think we live in an era where shouldn't feel rigged anymore. It makes me not want to watch sports. When stuff like this goes on, it makes something exciting. It makes nothing exciting if we can all see it in the moment and we know that shit is partially rigged.
Yeah, but
feel.
In their defense, though, I've been watching sports for over 60 years. These guys are pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
There are guys, like end games like we saw, where I disagree with them.
Yeah.
But they are, most of the time, they're pretty damn good, and they have a real rough job.
Permadirt saying, Pops, they do that already. They have contact with those below. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
but not once a referee calls holding, it stands. There's not a guy upstairs saying, no, you were wrong. Once a referee missed the call, there's a guy upstairs saying, hey, you blew it. Nothing's going to happen.
And Passion answered that. So Passion saying, so 49ers fans must be especially livid. I don't think that they're necessarily livid.
I think Bengal fans are more upset.
It's more upset because since I feel like the 49ers, once they saw Purdy go down in the first drive of the game, they knew that their chances
Slim to none.
reduced significantly.
They said 90% chance.
So it's not even like they're more like, man, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, it happened, but 90% chance that they were going to lose that game after that injury.
Permadirt says, nope, upstairs can call it back. They've done it several times this playoffs.
No, not a holding call.
Not a holding call.
No. If there's a holding call and the referee says holding, yes. The referees will agree or can change the call on the field, say no call, no penalty. But there's never like what we saw yesterday where there was holding and the referee didn't
Two
call.
holding calls.
Yeah.
How do you miss both?
But the guy upstairs...
How do you miss both?
This is my point. The guy upstairs should contact the referee and say, hey, you blew it. It shouldn't be a first down. It should be a 10-yard penalty. It'll never happen.
Permadirt saying sometimes the refs have even said the booth has corrected the call. Yes, no, we've seen that.
Yes.
It's one thing to correct a call, yes,
Obvious, though, when the ball
100%.
hit.
But when you miss a call completely, again,
You know,
how
I
do
know
you
what
miss...
he's talking about. When the ball hits the ground.
Oh yeah, no,
and
I
they-
get that.
On the field, they call it a catch. The review board says no, hit the ground, no challenge.
But to miss in the same
Obvious.
play,
Obvious calls.
in the same play, 2 holding calls on both sides of the quarterback. How do both refs miss that?
Yeah, and the referee's right behind the quarterback, by the way.
How do all 3 of them miss
He's
that?
the guy. He's the guy in charge. How do you miss that? Everybody on the planet that's watching the goddamn game, excuse my language, saw that. How did he not see it?
All 3 of them.
Yeah.
All 3
How
of
did
them.
you not
How
see
do
it?
3, not just 1, how do 3
How did you not see that?
miss it?
Everybody, I'm on my couch screaming, holding. No call. I didn't even see 2 guys. I saw one guy.
I saw the one
I
guy
didn't see it
closest
too,
to the
till you
screen.
saw-
I didn't see the second one
Yeah.
until I watched it back.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And nothing.
again, you have 3 of the best referees in the game,
Yeah.
all standing.
Did you hear Tony Romo after that? You know what he said? He gave me that chuckle.
It says something right there. Especially, and you know what? I think Tony Romo was a great announcer. He's one of my favorite to listen to. So
And he
when you
can't
hear
say
him,
nothing.
when you hear him
And
giggling,
I'm sure he wanted to say
knows.
something.
He knows that
They
feeling
blew
right
it.
there.
Yeah, because he was a quarterback. He saw how many times.
But
he
listen,
Yeah.
Pops, we're gonna be back next week.
Wednesday, you said, right?
I think it's gonna be. I gotta check my schedule again because my days off change.
Okay.
But we will be back next week. Again, what a great night tonight. Everybody, thank you for chiming in. We did enjoy the back and forth.
I
Pardon
hope
me.
you guys weren't mad at me for discussing,
No,
what I
no,
think
no.
about
This is
officiating.
all.
This is just my opinion.
I feel like we all had something to say tonight.
I like what they said. Their opinion too.
Yeah.
Not that I agree with them and they didn't agree with me.
Yeah.
But
Back and forth.
I'm never gonna go back on what I saw yesterday, and I'm sorry. No, I'm not apologizing. They sucked.
Yeah.
The officiators sucked. Sorry.
I should say, poor Bengals fans, they got cheated, huh?
Mhm.
It feels that way, yeah.
Heard it today.
Permanent saying it's been fun, boys. Let's take a week and breathe and prepare for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's right. Next week we will be back with Pop's Super Bowl picks. Again, we're gonna incorporate Permadirt. We saw what you added in there. We'll
Yeah.
do the what color
Like I
Gatorade.
said, you could, who scores the first CD?
I know,
field
but
goal.
it's not us first
I know, I'm
to
just
influence the
suggesting.
decision.
I'm
We
just
don't
suggesting.
influence it.
I'm
Let
just
people.
suggesting. I'm not influencing.
Well, then we can.
These are
add
the things
that.
I see on FanDuel all the time.
Okay.
Pick
Fair,
six,
fair enough. Fair enough.
safety, first touchdown. Who has the first catch? Blah blah blah.
Fair. Yeah, that's a fair
There's
point.
so many things. Cockroach race. I mean, years ago, the degenerate gambler says, "I bet on a cockroach race." Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next week with some more Pops and Wiz Sportscast. We'll have the Pop Super
God,
Bowl
we
picks.
argued a lot today, huh?
I thought this was a great show. I really feel
I
like we
our
all
audience
got it out of our
that
system.
That disagreed with me.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, I don't want to hear everybody agree with everything we're
No,
saying.
no,
I
no,
love
no.
the back and
I just
forth. We
wanna-
all got it off our
I
chest.
just wanted to let everybody know how I felt that I've been a sports fan for over 60
Yeah.
years. So.
Got Permadirt saying I had a great time. Pops, don't apologize.
Yeah.
Talk your stuff, man. Goonie B saying, sounded like therapeutic evening, guys. Good night, fellas. See you, chat. Goonie B, take it easy. And yeah, have a great night,
next
everybody. We had a fantastic time. I feel like, again, I was so excited to do this show tonight because I knew that we all had a lot to get off our chest and,
And
to
fresh.
voice our opinions.
And fresh, yeah. Just happened
You know?
yesterday, yeah.
Exactly. To
Yeah,
come in
yeah.
with that raw emotion right there.
I'm dying to see what's going to go on in the next week. With who's hurt, who's not.
Yeah.
What's the spread? What's the over and under? Blah blah blah.
I know.
Opinions.
Those are 3 things that are definitely going to be on the Pop Super Bowl picks. Is going to be the over-under, the spread, and just the legit game. And then we'll add some other stuff in there as well. Great episode, boys, says Oopsie. Yo, thank you, everybody, for joining in. Again, Mr. Blue Monkey, thank you for the sub. Oopsie, thank you for the sub. Everybody, thank you so much for all the love and support that you've shown us thus far. And we hope that you have a fantastic week. Get ready. Super Bowl is just around the corner. We have a lot of time to think about it.
12.
So we'll be back next week. Take it easy, Meow. We'll see you later. Oh!